This is Tim Bryce with my column entitled The Real War on Women. The alleged war on women is an expression used by Democrats accusing Republicans of practicing discrimination against women. It has been around for a long time, but it is only within the last 10 years that it has been vigorously pushed into the American conscience, presumably to coincide with Hillary Clinton's pending run for the presidency. In the United States, there really is no war on women, unless you count such things as women walking in high heels and other tight shoes which torture their feet. Then there's the matter of dyeing and burning their hair over and over again, wearing layers of makeup and lipstick to conceal a deformity, or eating like a squirrel, thereby starving themselves to death. This all may be part of the mating ritual, but it is heinous nevertheless. I have watched women do this routinely over the years, and I'm really not sure why they subject themselves to such hazing. Look, the only true war on women is that associated with Islam, where the actions of women are tightly regulated. Everything must be approved by the man, be it a woman's husband or father. They are not allowed to drive, are instructed what to wear, what type of education they are allowed to pursue, not allowed to marry anyone outside the Muslim faith, and basically told what they are allowed to say, do, or think. In other words, women have no identity of their own and are subservient to men, which is an odd concept to the Western world in the 21st century. Before Democrats cast aspersions against Republicans of any wrongdoing, I think they should visit the Middle East, where they will quickly come to the realization there really isn't any such problem in America. Some time ago, I was sent on assignment to Saudi Arabia for some consulting. During my leisure time, I was escorted around town by a fine young man who introduced me to Saudi culture. I quickly learned about the customs pertaining to women, particularly how many a man can marry and what function each wife serves. I quickly realized I was no longer in Kansas. During my stay there, my escort, who was in his mid-20s, took me to some Saudi souks, which are basically markets, stores, and malls. There were a lot of people there, including women dressed in black burqas, covering everything but their eyes. When a group of ladies went by, of which I couldn't tell whether they were young or old, my escort exclaimed, "Wow, did you see that?" "See what?" I asked. "The women, of course." "I'm sorry, but I couldn't see anything but their eyes." What was the big deal?" I replied. "Oh, Tim, you do not understand. After a while you can tell which are the pretty ones simply by looking at their eyes." "You're kidding, right?" "No, I'm serious. The eyes tell it all." I guess I need my eyes checked, as I couldn't see much between the burqa's tiny window allowing women to see where they're going. Following my trip to Saudi Arabia, I sent my young friend several optometrist magazines, as it was the next best thing to Playboy over there. The idea there is a war on women in America is totally fallacious. It is nothing more than a simple ploy to drive a political wedge between voters. If you really want to find the true war on women, visit the Middle East. And if you're a woman, see how long you can walk around without a burqa. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.